What if imposter syndrome isn't something that needs fixing? Nobody likes feeling like a fraud, but here's the reframe. Imposter syndrome can become your co-conspirator. Imposter syndrome is a confidence catalyst. You know that we've already tackled how imposter syndrome messes with your confidence and your career growth. But today we're going to take a different approach to a new area, and that is your compensation and your business. We're also going to dive into how to flip the script and turn imposter syndrome into a confidence catalyst. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. While I was preparing for this episode, I really had to take some time to pause and reflect because I realized something. I'm still healing from imposter syndrome for myself. Like I told you in previous episodes, it is sneaky. It creeps in even when you think you have fixed it. But then a thought hit me. What if imposter syndrome isn't something that needs fixing? Back in 2022, when I did my research, Jay Shetty said something that shifted my whole perspective. And he said that imposter syndrome actually isn't bad. It shows that you care. And the more I think about it, the more I agree. The problem isn't the feeling itself. The issue is how we actually interpret it. For so many people, it's not the actual imposter syndrome that's the problem. It's actually with the word imposter. Nobody likes feeling like a fraud, but here's the reframe. Imposter syndrome can become your co-conspirator. If you make peace with it, it's the very thing that's going to push you towards more confidence, success, and growth. So before I hop in, let me give you a quick recap of steps 1 through 4 of curing imposter syndrome. Number 1, identifying your triggers, knowing when and why imposter syndrome actually shows up. Number 2, challenging your inner critic, rewriting those narratives, those negative internal messages that are swimming around in your brain. Number 3, rewriting your story. Take control of the narrative that you tell your own self. Number 4, building your confidence. This is where you celebrate all of your wins and you amplify your self-belief. So now with these steps in mind, let's talk about the critical role imposter syndrome plays in our compensation and our business. So let's talk about something that I've coined the compensation con. And let's be real, imposter syndrome can make you undervalue yourself in negotiations. Whether you're asking for a raise or pricing your services as an entrepreneur, it creeps in. And it's not just a minor inconvenience, it has a long-term impact on your financial future. I've seen this happen firsthand. Like I shared with you all in the Rise and Thrive workshop, I settled for an $85,000 salary when I really could have asked for more. But the real question is, why did I do this? It's because, and I believe this, that imposter syndrome convinced me that that was my limit. And that's the thing. Imposter syndrome will actually trick you into settling. It tells you to accept less, even when you know deep down that you deserve more. When you're negotiating salaries, you might think, I should just be grateful to have this opportunity instead of asserting your full worth. And for those of you that are running your own business, the same imposter voice can make you hesitant to charge premium prices. Sometimes you might fear being seen as overpriced, and in turn, you undercut your own value. Then there's something that I call the business barrier. Entrepreneurs, you know this story all too well. You're building your business and imposter syndrome creeps in, whispering things like, are people really gonna pay this much for my product or service? Then you start doubting yourself and second guessing all of your choices and decisions, including your pricing. But here's the truth. You are worth what you are offering. The people who see your value will pay for it. Listen, I can't stress this enough. When you let imposter syndrome dictate your pricing, you sabotage your business from the inside out. The longer you keep your rates low out of fear of rejection, the harder it becomes to build a sustainable business model. Fear of being seen as overpriced will absolutely keep you stuck. But here's where the reframe comes in. What if instead of seeing imposter syndrome as a barrier, you let it push you to actually rise higher? What if, when those doubts creep in, you see them as signs that you're stepping into new territory and you're actually leveling up? This shift in mindset can be the very thing that boosts your confidence and empowers you to ask for more. So I want to offer a reframe as usual. Imposter syndrome is a confidence catalyst. Here's the key. Imposter syndrome is not a disease. It's a confidence catalyst. When you feel it, don't shrink back, lean in. Use it as fuel to go forward. That discomfort that you feel is actually a sign that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. And growth only happens when we are uncomfortable. You've heard that 1,000 times, I'm sure. Instead of seeing it as something that's holding you back, recognize it for exactly what it is. It's proof that you care, that you're pushing boundaries, and that you're stepping into a new level of success. So let it be your co-conspirator in your rise. So for the final hacks, here's hack number.
Hey, Job Hunter, I wanted to take a quick moment to thank you for tuning in and remind you to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're an ambitious professional, which I know you are, who feels trapped in your career, I want to invite you to the Career Transformation Lab. This is where we help high-performing professionals land their dream jobs and incomes without constant frustration, hitting apply, and getting rejected. We'll show you how to build a career brand that attracts recruiters and hiring managers so you can stop applying and start interviewing. If you're ready to transform your career, click the link in the description to join. And if you want even more personalized help, join the VIP experience where we work with you directly. Let's land your dream job sooner than later.
5. Know your value. Own your worth. Imposter syndrome makes us downplay our skills and our accomplishments. I have been there myself. I only accepted that lowball salary because I believed the lie that I wasn't worth more. But here's the thing. My value is not up for debate. You have to arm yourself with data. Do your research. Know the industry standards for the role that you're applying for your services, and for products that you're offering. Use salary calculators, industry reports, and most importantly, list your quantifiable achievements personally and professionally. The clearer you are on your market value, the more confident that you'll be when it's time to negotiate. You'll know you deserve more, and that confidence is going to come through in the conversations that you're having with prospective employers and clients. Hack number 6, embrace negotiation. I know that for many of us, negotiation actually feels uncomfortable, but here's the reframe. Negotiation is not a battle, it's a conversation. It's an opportunity for both sides to win. So when you go into a negotiation, whether it's for salary or it's for pricing, just remember that it's about mutual exchange. Win-win. You're exchanging a win for a win, right, with your partner. So you have to prepare your arguments ahead of time. Outline your unique strengths, your skills, and the value that you're confident you're bringing to the table. Practice with a trusted friend or mentor. And remember, the more confident you are, the more likely you are to get what you deserve. The confidence that you build through negotiation will strengthen your belief in yourself. And that's how you silence the imposter for good. Not silence the imposter syndrome, but you silence the imposter. So yes, imposter syndrome might be common, but it doesn't have to define you. Let it be a signal that you are entering into a new chapter titled elevation. It's not a weakness, it's a sign of growth. Reframe it as a confidence catalyst that pushes you to your rise, to ask for more, and to own your worth. Remember, this is your journey, and you have the power to rewrite your story. So the next time imposter syndrome sneaks in, don't look at it as an enemy. You need to see it as a success partner for you. I love y'all, and be well.